Right, I'm going to start restuffing this smoothing capacitor can. It's got three separate electrolytics in it, 30, 20 and a 10 at 350 peak working voltage. This is the sort of thing that's got those twisty tags on, and they fit through these little holes here, rectangular holes, and then are twisted, and then various components maybe are joined on to the tags on top here. And also there's an earth here just to make sure, I don't know if you can see that, there's little soldered to the chassis wire, which also makes doubly sure that this thing is earthed correctly. So this thing came with these little tags which fit over the capacitor like that, which is quite handy because I can take this off, and you do that, these are very tight fit, these are pressed on, I guess, by some sort of pressing tool, push down, and you can't move them, you can't twist them off. So you have to get a screwdriver or something flat and knock them off slowly by tapping all the way around, and it will slowly come off. But the upside of this is this ring will hide any cut I make. And I've got my razor saw here, very thin blade, and I'm going to make a cut. I'm going to wrap some tape around it so I've got a guide, and just make a cut there, and then that'll be hidden when I knock the ring back on, and hopefully it'll hold the rest of the can on as well. So I'm going to try and make it as close to the edge here as I can. And then what I'm going to do is, I don't think I'll be able to fit three capacitors inside here. So I've got a 33, a 22 and a 10. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit those all inside. I'm going to have a go because that will make life a whole lot easier, but I think I'm going to end up just putting the 22 and the 33 in there and putting the 10 somewhere on the inside. There's not a lot of room to mount these in there. Sorry, there's not a lot of room to mount these inside here. Right, I'm going to get on with making a cut and restuffing. Right, I'm going to do this outside because and it's pouring with rain as usual in England. Right, so I've made a small slit around here, and the internals are ready to come out. So I'm just going to pull this, looks like some glue there or something, a little bit of gungy glue. So I'm just going to ease this off, and of course there's wires inside. There we go. Now, idea is to drill 3 holes here, connect the earth wire or the grounding wire from each capacitor together, bring that out through the top to solder onto the earth somewhere onto one of the tags. What we're going to do is that's the inside of the capacitor. What we're going to do is we're going to get ye old corkscrew, stick it in there just like a wine cork, and pull the insides out. So I'm going to get on with that because I can't film and with one hand and do this at the same time. Right, there's the can. I've emptied it out. That was what's inside. Just layers of silver paper and I think it's mylar or something, I don't know, whatever. And you can see how badly damaged the capacitor actually was. And there's 3 layers here. That's all it is. Sure, anyone who's worked on valve radios has seen one of these before. That's it. So, and where's the, yeah, I've just cleaned off the inside of the thing here, the top of the can. It's got wax like a wax there, and it's usually this black tar they use that's really sticky. Right, back upstairs. Right, here's the can after restuffing. This wire sticking out is going to be the grounding earth wire. There we go. And that's going to go back in the slot there. Right, let's see how successful we were in changing that filter cap. I've got the lamp limiter in series, just in case I've buggered something up. Got power there, got speaker wired up. Let's go. That's dimming down quite nicely. Got the volume up. Nothing's happening yet. Very quiet music that's fading, but there's no hum. There's also not many stations either. Let's just swing the, change the aerial socket around. No. Nothing. We had a little bit of music, didn't we? Let's try it on full. And we've got a flash over somewhere in the rectifier. Right, I'm going to switch off and see what that was. Well, that was fun. I've put a new EZ80 in it. That was arcing internally. I've had it running on for a few minutes since I filmed that last clip, and nothing's flashing or anything. I've given it a wobble. We've got vague sound. That's at full. So I suggest I'm going to have to do a bit more recapping. See where that brings us. Whatever waveband I'm on, I've hardly got anything on the other wavebands. I think this might be FM actually. Huh.
Well, that's time check, that's what I meant. 20 minutes before. And it's 23 minutes past 4. I'll do it slowly, not a quick time check like that.
Well, there we go. We got sound at least. I'm going to continue working through it and see where we come to. That arcing rectifier was fun, wasn't it? It really was flashing away in there. I've never seen that before on one of my own radios. Should we try it back in there for good luck? See what happens. That is hot. Ow. Well, I'm going to let this cool down, and while it's working, I might put that back in again in another hour or two and see what happens. Certainly fun. I'm going to watch the video back myself now.